Mic test, mic test.
Audio's hot.
Mic test, 1, 2. Mic test, mic test.
Hold on, bring it up. No. I got everything that's automatic. I'm good. What is it, hot? Give it here. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9. Is it hot? You said it's hot?
It's coming in red, yes, distorted.
All right, cool. I'll put on manual. Hey, Corey, see there's a power over here, so we could. It's not. Okay, how about now? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. No, I'm just using one mic, dude. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How about that? I got it on 3. I got it on 2. Well, Doc, look. Look. I got a new XLR. Thank you. All right. Start the clock. Start clock. All right. So you need to plug. You're going to do. They're all going that way. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. No. Let me switch this to IFB. Return. You got it. I don't think I have. Grab that silver suitcase that goes with this right there. You have to go through, look through some of those black pouches to see I brought the IFB. Hey, you're not giving me return signal, please. I'm gonna have to call in, guys, for IFB. No. So that lifts it. That lifts it, and you got to be able to.
I need to bring the whole thing down.
Bring what down? Right here. Here. That comes down. So y'all got to call me on Skype. Is there a Skype open? Come on. folks. Hold on. Yeah, I hear you. I got to turn the Bluetooth off of my other phone.
iPhone 13 on us for every customer. Current, new, every.
I can hear him. You good?
Dude, what you, a little more level. What you mean? Turn it up. I can't do it right now. Chorus, see if you can turn. See if you can turn the. No, they want it up. Now they want it up.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told. I thank you for being the voice of Black.
Turn it up.
Let's go. Today is Thursday, June 16th, 2022. Roland Martin Unfiltered, broadcasting live from Missouri City, Texas, just outside of Houston, Texas, the birthplace, Texas, if you will, of Juneteenth. This is Juneteenth week, and I'll be speaking here for the Missouri City Celebration in about 90 minutes. But coming up today on today's show on the Black Star Network, the January 6th committee continues their work showing how Donald Trump put lots of pressure on his Vice President Mike Pence to overthrow the election. We'll tell you about that. Also, FEMA, how are they discriminating against African Americans when it comes to disaster assistance, and how are they helping white homeowners? We'll talk to a ProPublica reporter, an amazing story. You don't want to miss that. And so lots of news we're covering today, lots more we're going to break down, including you'll hear from another UNCF president talking about how he is making a difference at Talladega in Alabama. Folks, it's time to bring the funk on Roland Martin Unfiltered on the Black Star Network. Let's go. Okay, who sent me the script? Okay, sorry. Okay, fine, I'll deal with that. Hey, nobody has sent me the script. I've got no script. I don't have it. Okay, I just type your name in. I'll type it in again. So, folks, whenever there is a disaster in the United States, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, they are the ones who come to the rescue. I am here broadcasting in Texas, in Houston. I've lived through 3 different hurricanes, flooding, you name it, these things have happened. And so FEMA is the federal agency that is often called. But who are they actually assisting? There's this amazing story that we saw today where Politico, they've been detailing how FEMA has really helped white homeowners, as opposed in how they were really dealing with a racial disparity and who they have been helping. Thomas Frank is a reporter. He's been working on these stories. It's really amazing. First of all, Thomas, glad to have you here on Roland Martin Unfiltered. I read this story and it really jumped out at me, again, showing this racial disparity. We remember what took place in New Orleans when it came to Hurricane Katrina. Again, like I say, I'm from Houston. I've numerous hurricanes, talking about tornadoes. And so what did your reporting show, this disparity, and what jumped out at you? Now that is what is amazing in terms of how you laid that out, and we often talk about the racial disparities in this country, and how, on the surface people will say, well, we don't see systemic racism, but when you're talking about who can afford it, well, if you don't have the discretionary income, then you can't actually do it. And then, of course, when you talk about those individuals who don't own homes, but they're renting a home or they're actually renting an apartment, I mean, they're screwed. And so with this reporting, what did FEMA say? Have you had any political leaders looking at this saying, hey, we should be making some type of adjustments to deal with this? Wow. Well, first of all, we appreciate the reporting that y'all have done on this issue. And again, this is why journalism matters, because for on the surface, people would think this is no big deal. But trust me, when it comes to trying to keep your home, this is a huge deal. Tom, Frank, we certainly appreciate it. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to more of these stories. Yeah, it's a great series that y'all are doing, because it's not just this story, several others dealing with FEMA. So I encourage everybody to go to Politico.com to check these stories out. We appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I want to bring my panel right now: Greg Carr, Department of Afro-American Studies at Howard University; Larry Walker, Assistant Professor at University of Central Florida; and Reese Colbert, founder of Black Women Views. Glad to have all three of y'all here. You heard him say right there, Reese, that FEMA says that, well, this is not. It turns out to be discriminatory. And this is the thing that when you hear largely white conservatives say that, oh, no systemic racism, well, this is a perfect example of system and discrimination and racism. It's called systemic racism. This is a perfect example. Greg Carr, when you look at this particular chart that lays out these 12 states, mighty white. So let's see, Kentucky, okay? Mitch McConnell, Rand Paul's state, got the most money. Then you go West Virginia, Ohio, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Oregon, Florida, New York, Washington, Georgia. So, if people want to understand why you also have a racial disparity, a wealth disparity in this country, this is a perfect example. And to that particular point, Larry, again, well, it was absolutely, but this is the perfect example, Larry, of when we're always talking about how the election is the end of one process, but after it's over, it's the beginning of another. This is why we are always encouraging people how we've got to stay involved. We've got to be present. We've got to be there pushing our agenda forward because this is how we get screwed. This is how we get left out of the economic mix.
Cuter on TV. Just thought I'd tell you that.
Well, look, these are the type of stories that are important, that don't get the kind of attention that's necessary. When I saw this, I said, look, it's one of the things that we have to talk about because, as Reese said, as Greg has said, as Larry said, depending upon who is in power, that sort of dictates what then happens. And so we have to be far more active. And I simply cannot stress enough to everybody who is listening. When you heard me, call out our fraternities and sororities and how folks should be picking months where they are showing up in mass to the school board, to the city council, to the county commissioners court, the state legislature, because that's where policy is made. That's what dollars are being doled out. Sure, look, I cover city council, I cover county government, and some people say, you know what, these city zoning, commissions, these different committees, they're boring. But guess what happens? That's where changes are made, and too often we're being left out. And what ends up happening, and again, folks, I've covered this my entire life. My first job at the Austin American-Statesman was in South Neighbors reporter, then became the county government reporter, then I became the city hall reporter in Fort Worth. Oftentimes, when African Americans are showing up at city hall or county government or the school board, it is when we are on the defensive, when we are protesting something that we heard about, and all of a sudden it then becomes, a big issue. I can tell you, Greg, numerous times I would sit there and I would see major pieces being passed, economic pieces being passed, and there were no black people who were in the audience. There was no one testifying before. You might have one or two who was doing it. And so this is, so we have got to understand that we can't always be in this reactive mode. We've got to sometimes go on the offensive and protect our economic investment when it comes to who we put in office. And then people say, well, we put them in, they should be knowing what to do, what's right down there. Well, you said it. They put pressure on that city council, and they listen to those who put pressure on them. We've got to be there as well. And I know folks in the chat right now say, oh man, we busy, we got jobs. But guess what? That's the only way it gets done. This is the reality of this republic that we live in. And Reese, I see people making comments, and they say, "Man, you keep talking about this stuff," because I lived it. My parents were co-founders of our neighborhood civic club. I remember being 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 years old and traveling down to city council meetings and going to committee hearings and going to the state capitol. I remember going to those town halls. So I saw this stuff when I was 10, 11, and 12. I remember working elections and out there, handing out stuff of folks who were running. And so we are more impacted by what happens locally than actually what happens in Washington, D.C. Yet we have so much of our energy on what's happening in Washington, D.C., as opposed to what is happening right in front of us. As I always say, Larry, we cannot be reactive. We have to be far more proactive if we're trying to get changes for our various communities. Indeed. All right, folks, got to go to break. We come back. We'll talk about today's January 6th committee hearing, more nonsense. And is this committee finally going to get some guts and call out Ginny Thomas, the wife of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas? Yeah, one of the folks who've tried to overthrow this country, and her husband is one of 9 Supreme Court justices. We'll discuss that next on Roland Martin Unfiltered, broadcasted live from Missouri City, Texas, from their Juneteenth celebration on the Black Star Network.
You trying to prop this up?
Make sure, is that, huh?
You're trying to prop this up?
Yeah, try to raise it up. Make sure, is that light on the other side? It should be red or green.
Green?
Okay, cool. What's the battery level on this?
I was going to ask you, it's 55 minutes.
Okay, so that bag in there is the power cable. Nope, that's not it. It's you'll see it says Canon. How you doing? Good. I appreciate it. That's it. Hey, y'all, listen, y'all, these clips are too long. You have a Benny Thompson clip that's, look at these clips, 319, 242, 240, 114, 544, 218. Y'all literally have 18 minutes of clips. Oh, gotcha. Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. I thought you were trying to get me to play all 18. Well, you gotta tell me. I'm thinking. All right, here we go. I'm thinking you got. Okay, let's go. All right, folks, welcome back to Missouri City, Texas. I am here for the Juneteenth celebration, and so the meet and greet is starting right now. So then, of course, I'll be going in for the speech. In the nation's capital, the January 6th committee continues their work showing America how these folks have been trying to overthrow this country. Man, Congressman Benny Thompson laid out the evidence, and it is damning. Okay, cool. I'll tee that up next. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and move that tray up. Do this here. Pull that tripod up some. And pull that tray up some. Then you can actually pull that light in, and then that way it gives more space. Slide that way. There you go. And so just tell John, when he comes out, just tell him he can just walk that way. All right, find it out. All right, folks. Now, Benny Thompson also addressed this issue of Jenny Thomas, the wife of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. It has been revealed that she was emailing with John Eastman. He is the Trump attorney at the center of all of this, who literally was putting together the legal strategy to overthrow the government by overturning the election. This is what Thompson said. Yeah, no, put it on. Yeah.
Spill over. Somebody bump it though.
Just center this so it doesn't. There you go. You good. Reese, what the hell is the reluctance to call this woman? We know that she had reached out to numerous Arizona legislators. We now know, based upon John Eastman's emails, that she was dealing with him. Why are these people scared to go? I don't care if she's married to Supreme Court Justice. And here's the other deal. When the Supreme Court voted, when it came to Trump having to release his papers, who was the one person who said that, you know what, doesn't really have to? It was Clarence Thomas. What the hell are these people doing? Here's the thing that bothers me, Larry. I had some people who in the political circles who said if they go after Trump, it's going to tear the country apart. What do you think they were trying to do? Above the Supreme Court, it says equal justice under law. I don't care if Republicans are going to be pissed. I don't care if conservatives are going to be pissed. If a federal judge has said that Donald Trump broke 2 criminal statutes, you, me, Reese, and Greg will be indicted by now. And so I don't get the thing. And the thing with Donald Trump, if you don't go after him and you do not hold him criminally liable, don't think for a second he won't go further. Remember when Senator Susan Collins says, I think he's learned his lesson and this is going to get him to respond appropriately. What happened? January 6th. Greg, it just seems as if there's this attitude of, well, you know what? Let's not go for the big fish. If we could just if we could satisfy this thing by kind of getting this person, then we'll be all good. Donald Trump, Steve Bannon, Eastman, and on and on and on. These people, as we speak, are putting individuals and having them run, and they're winning Republican nominations for secretaries of state. Right now in New Mexico, they are refusing to certify the results of the Democrat who won the primary. January 6th was not the end of the surrection. And so then we saw how this fool, this attorney, this environmental lawyer in the Department of Justice was like, sure, I'll happily come in, fire everybody, and then force these states to have new electors. I don't know how aggressive I can say this, but these people literally have no issue stealing all future elections, and they're going to say, we have the power to do it. Indeed. Folks, got to go to a break. We come back. She formerly was the mayor of San Antonio. Now, Dr. Ivy Taylor is the president of Rusk College. We'll hear her talk about her vision for that university when we come back on Roland Martin Unfiltered on the Black Star Network. Don't forget to support us in what we do. Download the Black Star Network app, Apple phone, Android phone, Apple TV, Android TV, Apple, of course, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Xbox One, Samsung Smart TV. Be sure to support our Bring the Funk fan club, where every dollar you give goes to support this show. Checks and monios can go to P.O. Box 57196, Washington, D.C., 20037-0196. Cash App is $RM Unfiltered. PayPal is R Martin Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. Zelle is Roland at RolandSMartin.com. Roland at RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. We'll be right back. Hey folks, tell me how long is the Ivy Taylor interview? 9:28. How many spots in this break? How you doing? After this, what? Okay. How many more breaks? How many more breaks? So 2 more breaks? Okay. Got it. All right. So here's when Corey. So what's up? Corey, what's up? What's up?
I'm trying to find about that. Because it's a white
Huh? Is it on automatic or manual? Is the camera on automatic or manual? Is the camera on automatic or manual? So you're trying to white balance? Actually, what you do is you should tap the screen.
That's a white balance?
I just threw the switch. How's that? Hold on.
Oh, hold on. There it goes.
That's manual. That's manual. Now it's on manual exposure. Now you need to hit the menu key. You need to hit the menu key and then find the adjustment.
Here's how to cancel a subscription with Truebill. Open the app, go to the recurring tab, and here you can see a calendar of all your upcoming charges.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, folks, the last 3 days I was in Atlanta for the UNCF's Unite conference, their summit, focusing on black higher education. While there, I got a chance to talk to a number of HBCU presidents, and one of them is someone who spent some time as the mayor of San Antonio, Texas, Dr. Ivy Taylor. She is now the president of Rusk College. Here is our conversation. Now, when this is over, then you're going to do a reset in there to set up to live stream my speech. So we need to find out. Yes, we need to find out if there's an audio source in there. If I need to have a wireless live on me, we just need to figure out what the audio situation is in there. So we should do this here. You should do. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm actually live. Yep.
dress all different. I ain't know that was you.
What's going
How
on?
you doing,
Hold
bro?
on, sorry.
Oh,
I'm on the air.
You know,
Sorry. That's all good. I'm going to see you a little bit later. I swear, folks, I don't see lights and cameras.
Where's that XLR?
What? Huh?
XLR.
They have an XLR right here. For what? No, that's what I'm saying. You got to go wireless. That's what I said. You have to go wireless. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. I said, so if they don't have a, so that's.
They don't have a box, but we can patch into a speaker.
So,
There's an out on the speaker.
so yeah, but where are you gonna be set up? Where's the speaker?
That's what I'm saying. It's not going. This court's not going to.
No, where's the speaker?
Yeah, the podium.
We'll take a look at it. Time. Yes.
My sister was your high school counselor.
Mm-hmm.
His wife.
Mm-hmm.
So can I get a picture from her?
No, we'll do a photo after. So I'll be done in about 20 minutes. Then I'll take photos.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, Arthur Ray White. I know. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Okay. All right, cool. Excuse me?
She was supposed to come, but she's wheelchair bound.
Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. Okay. You know what's interesting here, Greg, when you look at her past in terms of now being a president, I talked to some other presidents, some who did not come from the world of academia, and what we are seeing some institutions looking at the skill set, the management skill set that individuals bring to the table to become presidents, as opposed to only getting someone who has spent their entire life in the academia world. One of the things, Larry, in talking with the presidents down there, you also see the difference when you're talking to presidents that are located in rural parts of the country that are serving a lot of low-income students compared to what you might call the cream of the crop. When you begin to talk about Howard and Hampton and Spelman and the much larger institutions. And that's the thing that also when we're talking about HBCUs, we're not just talking about public universities, we're talking about private universities as well. We just had, of course, there was a university in Illinois that was not an HBCU, but was a predominantly black institution that recently shut down. And so, at the end of the day, one of the things that people have to do, to be perfectly honest, that students and parents have to do, is choose a school that fits you. I remember sitting in, when I was when Texas A&M entered the journalism program, people were calling me, they were like, bro, we should save it. I was like, why? I said 2/3 of the people when I was there didn't want to go into journalism. I said, so why the hell have a journalism school? They gotten kicked out of other programs, other departments, other colleges, and basically they just wanted to get an A&M degree. So like, okay, fine, I'll be a journalism major. And so it's also choosing a school that fits you, your personality, your type, your income, but also what it is that you want to do in your life, as opposed to let's go to the happening place just because. And so that it was an interesting dynamic in talking with these presidents. Reach to the point that Greg made in terms of the historical nature of the universities, when you do see these students with a growing interest in going there, I think it is important to establish that firm grounding. I mean, you can point yourself to the future. You can be more focused on technology. You can be more focused on upper mobility, but still be grounded and rooted in exactly what the historical purpose of the universities were for.
Now we
All right, folks, so tight 1 second. We come back, our Black and Missing of the day. In addition to that, we'll talk about what should we, as African Americans, be doing on this Juneteenth, now a federal holiday, and what about non-black people? Can't wait to hear my panel have to say about that when we come back on Roland Martin Unfiltered, broadcasted live here from Missouri City, Texas, where in just a moment I'm going to be giving the keynote speech to Missouri City's Juneteenth celebration here on the Black Star Network, which will also be live streaming and carrying live as well. So back in a moment. All right, so what you should do is you should go in the... come back, yeah, black and missing. Do black and missing. And then when I finish black and missing, fire Juneteenth. Okay? Okay, cool. All right, you should go in the suitcase, find the pouch. You should see the microphone. You should see the Sennheiser receiver adapter in there. So it should be in there. Also, that leather pouch is going to have the lavalier microphone for that Sennheiser as well. So what we'll do is we'll set this up. We'll look at that position. We'll set this up in the back, and we'll see exactly where it is. If I like that angle, if not, we'll move it somewhere else. We'll test the wireless to see if it extends with me on the dais. All right, folks, 12-year-old Zion Smith is missing from Capitol Heights, Maryland. He's 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighs 135 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. He was last seen on June 13th wearing black sweatpants, a white tank top, and gray tennis shoes. Anyone with information about Zion Smith should call the Prince George's County, Maryland Police Department at 301-301-72. First of all, guys, y'all are missing a number on the graphic. So get the right number, please. You're missing a number. So let me just do, please let me know what the number is, okay? But please call the Prince George's County, Maryland Police Department with any information. So missing number in the script and the graphic. All right, folks, Juneteenth, of course, bill was signed into law last year, making this a federal holiday. I'm here in Missouri City, Texas, suburb of Houston. Of course, Texas has had Juneteenth as a state holiday since 1980, the longest observance officially of Juneteenth. Of course, Juneteenth was the day in 1865 when General Granger came aboard the shores of Galveston, Texas, to let the folks who are people of African descent, that they were actually free 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. And so in Texas, this has always been a celebration. Juneteenth is the only federal acknowledgement, actually, of slavery. It's the only one. And so celebrations have always taken place. They've expanded across the country. States like North Carolina, Virginia, D.C., many other places have had Juneteenth celebrations. And it certainly has picked up since that federal designation. Tomorrow night in Los Angeles, the Hollywood Bowl, there's going to be a concert being curated by Questlove. I think CNN is going to be broadcasting that. Tonight in D.C., the Juneteenth committee there, they're having an award show. Robert Smith, Maxwell, and others are some of the honorees. There are golf tournaments. There are other type of events. But the question we should be asking ourselves, what should we as African Americans be doing on Juneteenth? You look at Dr. King's birthday. Folks have tried to make that a day of service. And, of course, there have always been concerts and things along those lines. Here in Houston, there's going to be a great lineup. Sheila E., Frankie Beverly and Mays, Isley Brothers are going to be performing. It's a 2-day concert at Emancipation Park in Houston. But the question that we should be really addressing is, what do we do with Juneteenth? Should whites be celebrating? I saw a tweet from someone who said that if you are a white person who is an ally, you all should be also celebrating Juneteenth as well. So, Greg, I want you to kick this off for us to share your thoughts on what should be happening in black communities. What should we be saying to Americans? One of the things that I have been saying to people is that if you got some Juneteenth events, I want to see black businesses. I want to see black caterers. I want to see black musicians. I want to see black event planners. I want to see black economic empowerment taking place on Juneteenth. When I speak, I'm going to be talking about economic freedom that we still are trying to achieve in my speech. So, your thoughts? You know, Reese, there were a lot of people after that was signed last year who were saying, I don't know nobody who asked for Juneteenth. That was very much an insult to those of us in Texas. So, first of all. But this is a perfect example, though, of how I need people, I need black folks who love to find criticism in anything to begin to understand how that you look at this differently. Again, first and foremost, you can't yell, holler, and scream that you want legislation that specifically mentions us, but then you act as if Juneteenth is irrelevant. Now, does Juneteenth specifically deal with housing, with health? Does it specifically deal with your individual economics? No, it doesn't. But it is important for this country to have to annually acknowledge the reality of slavery in this country. That's first. But also, I believe that we have to force our people to begin to look at these celebrations differently than the way we are. We need people who are attending these events to be asking the questions, who's getting paid? See, we're responding oh, well, these companies are slapping Juneteenth on products. Okay, are they black companies? Or are these companies now trying to benefit, again, economically from something that is ours? And so I got no problem if black folks use Juneteenth as an example of, okay, we're going to ensure that if you're going to have Juneteenth events, you absolutely are spending that money with black people. Well, look, I've actually heard that, and you being real nice, I think you talked about Pharrell's concert in Washington, D.C. You didn't say that. What event? What event is that? The the Juneteenth Honors event at the Warner Theater in D.C. Gotcha. Again, I don't look that's a committee there, and again, I don't know what the money is being used for. That's one of those questions that we should also be asking, and then we should be asking that, Larry. But all I'm saying is if we're going to approach MLK Day, if we're going to approach Black History Month, if we're going to approach Black Music Month, if we're going to approach these things, are we still connected, folks? Looks like I lost one of our feeds. Control room, talk to me. Okay, cool. So I lost the video return. I lost video return for a second there. Larry, if we are going to again talk about MLK Day, Juneteenth, Black History Month, June is Black Music Month, or even Kwanzaa, we better make sure that black people are benefiting financially. All right, folks, that is it for us. 'Cause I got to get inside. Let me thank Larry, Reese, and Greg. Thank you so very much for joining us today. Tomorrow I'm going to be in Ann Arbor, Michigan, the University of Michigan, for their Juneteenth commemoration, and I'll be speaking there as well. And so we'll be live streaming my speech here in Missouri City, Texas. So we'll look forward to that. And so thank all of you for joining us. YouTube, y'all should be hitting the like button fast and furious, okay? And so between now and me closing this out, we should be hitting 1,000 likes, all right? So y'all need to pick it up. Why are we sitting on 742? Y'all know better than that. And so, folks, again, a lot of things that we got going on. So again, tomorrow, I'll be broadcasting from Michigan after speaking at the University of Michigan. And then I'll be catching a flight to D.C. for the Poor People's Campaign. Their March on the Nation's Mall on Saturday at 10 a.m. We'll be broadcasting from there as well. I'll be anchoring our coverage, so look forward to that. So it still is extremely busy time for us here at Roland Martin Unfiltered and the Black Star Network. Don't forget to support us in what we do. Trust me, your dollars make it possible. First and foremost, we want you to download the Black Star Network app. That's on every platform: Apple phone, Android phone, Apple TV, Android TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Xbox One, Samsung Smart TV. Please do that. The second thing, please join our Bring the Funk fan club. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans on an annual basis to contribute $50 each. We don't make it mandatory. We don't charge you a subscription fee. Some people have given more, some have given less. We appreciate every dollar. But again, if we hit that goal, folks, trust me, it allows us to be able to hire staff, be able to travel to cover stories all across the country. So if you want to send a check money order, please do so to P.O. Box 57196, Washington, D.C. 20037-0196. The Cash App is $RM Unfiltered. PayPal is R Martin Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. And Zelle is Roland at RolandSMartin.com, Roland at RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. That is it. Let's see where we at now. I told y'all. So YouTube, y'all should be getting this thing going as we are closing this thing out. Y'all make me have to ask every time. There we go. We finally hit 1,000. That's it. All right, folks. I certainly appreciate all of you tuning and watching in today. We got more to get to tomorrow. And you heard Greg talk about Gerald Horne's breakdown of Juneteenth when I interviewed him. We're going to play that tomorrow as well, because he said something I had not even known: the number of black troops that were with General Granger when he showed up on the shores of Galveston, Texas, to deliver that news in 1865. And so until I see you tomorrow, folks, y'all have an absolute great one, and I will see you then. Holla!